Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to another edition of Westbridge Hills. Alright, we've got what's going on today. Wow, it came out really befuddled. It was like, we've got a couple things going, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, we do have a couple things going on today. If you recall, we planted some potatoes from the previous episode, and those potatoes are ready to be harvested. We got the Grimy Tectron 415 here. Had to double check this was the right one. This is what this thing looks like. We never actually got a real close look at it. But this is what it looks like. It looks pretty good actually. Oh, that's interesting. That conveyor belt actually does something. In real life, it looks like this is what it does. This little front part threshes all the tops and the weeds and all that off of the potatoes, and then it hits this conveyor belt and then gets shot out the side. I don't think they have that animated, but pretty sure that does. And then this right here is what actually digs up the potatoes. So you see, I have that little feet right there that actually goes underneath the potatoes and brings them up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, anyways, I also have the T8 right here. He's ready to get started as well. This thing hasn't changed that much on the inside. Alright, so let's do this, this, and this. Let's do a little bit of driving. Do a little bit of potatoes. Harvesting a little bit of potatoes. You can always move it over just a wee bit there. There we go. Yeah, let's do a little harvesting of potatoes. I'm surprised that little bottom mirror doesn't work properly. I'm kind of upset about that. It's funny, I don't know why they only did some mirrors and not all of the mirrors. Like, why would you put the mirror there if it didn't actually do something? So, like, for example, if I could see that mirror, I would know I was not close enough to the edge, for example, but oh well. And let's take a look at what this looks like. It doesn't look like it's changed that much, to be honest with you. These wheels right here, what they actually do, they're gray wheels, they actually kind of compress the dirt between the rows, as far as I know, so it ensures that the stuff or the dirt and all the potatoes, they go through the right rows. That's part of what the reason is. So what you do is you kind of line up those gray things in the bottom of the hill, essentially. Nice. Let's see what that texture looks like there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Slow going, of course. I don't think I can increase the speed at all. This is as fast as it goes, which is 10. Yeah, that actually is the speed. Huh, that's kind of cool. 10 kilometers an hour. It's as fast as we can go, which is still pretty quick, actually, when you think about it. And I guess that other number, the 1895, is the RPMs, I guess. I suspect that it would be a bit higher than that, but maybe not. I thought we'd honestly get more potatoes, but I guess we're at 20% fill, or 20% filled, and we're only done, like, almost one pass. So I guess that's a lot more than I think it is. So if one pass is going to be about 25%, not this way, but heading the other way, I'll be able to unload, I think. But that's the way I'm going to do it. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I know Toby Moby, he's really into sugar beets, not necessarily potatoes, but sugar beets. That's his thing. It's not necessarily my thing. For whatever reason, I prefer potatoes, although overall, I don't really harvest many potatoes. Can I lift the header up here? No, you can't. Good. Overall, I don't really plant many potatoes, but in this scenario, we had lots and lots of money, so it made sense. Let's just line ourselves up here, lower the header, and let's bring up this information right here and set it so it's that. Perfect. Good. Wow, there you go, potato harvesting. This is something it's one of those things that it's because it's slower, I guess, and because you only do 4 rows at a time, I think this is one of those things that you kind of like set on its way and then come back to it. You don't focus on it the whole time, I suppose, but whatever, I'm doing it this way for the time being. I'm sure I'll change my mind soon enough. Alright, let's read some of the comments from the previous video, which I guess is still video number 8 at this particular time. I guess we won't do that then. I guess we can go to episode 7. Sure, why not? Go backwards. What difference does it make? Again, also the funny thing about those mirrors, they don't really do anything when the harvester is unfolded like this, which is kind of comical when you think about it. Nice. The engine looks pretty good. It'd be cool if they actually made some working parts in the engine itself, like make them turn. Like, let's see, does this conveyor belt actually move? No. So in real life, it actually would move, I believe. I've never seen one of these running in real life, but the little front parts, as you can see, they're scraping the ground, or mulching all the tops of the potatoes off, which is kind of cool. Nice. Anyways, let's check out some of the comments from the previous episode. Let me just load them all here first, and we'll get going on some of these comments. Key Westalaken, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. He says, I'm new to the channel. Just started watching you when you started playing FS15. It says, it's awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Or, I think maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know that name very well. Key. Or K-I, or maybe it's a nickname. I don't know. But thank you very much for joining the channel. Always a pleasure to have new subscribers. It's always cool. It's always interesting to see what people have to say about certain things. And, I always enjoy talking to new people. It's always good. Alright, what do we else? We got Josh, who says, hi. Hi, Josh. I'm a Rookie 12 says, it sucks that you have to wait for the Xbox 60 game to come out. I completely agree. It does suck that you do have to wait for that. But it is the way it is sometimes. There's that little special attachment joint thing that allows me to attach to this dolly trailer here. This tractor is super overkill for this trailer, but c'est la vie, I suppose. Drailer. Let me just get lined up here first. No, I want to be further out here. Is that not close enough? Really? Does this thing not accept potatoes? Did I totally goof and buy a tipper that doesn't accept potatoes? No, it definitely does. What's up with that? Okay. Do I have to be closer or further away or something? Huh. That's a bit strange. Let's just see something here for a second. Oops. Do I have to manually unload it then? Let's bring up the information. No. What's up with that? Why on earth can I not? That's really strange. Why am I not able to unload potatoes into that? I have no idea. That makes no sense at all. Because this trailer does apparently accept potatoes based on what we see here. That's the little potato sign right there. Tipper trailers usually be transferred from the harvest. Yes. I wonder if it's because I'm using this strange attacher thing. I wonder if that's the case. That wouldn't make very much sense, but let's just try that. Do a little test. I wonder. That's really strange. Does it matter if it's on or not? No. Weird. I don't know what... Oh. Maybe it wasn't out then. Okay, well. It's working now. I guess the problem was that the... Whoops. Don't know why. I was zooming out. Or trying to zoom out. I guess the problem was the pipe wasn't fully out, and that was the reason why. Let's see if we can get it to work now properly. No. That's weird. What was it, 6? No, it was 8. I wonder why. So when I pressed O, so like, let's see here. So if I press O, it works. Stop. Oh, you have to manually do it? Why doesn't it do it automatically? That seems a bit odd. Oops, totally missed some potatoes there. Oops. I wonder if it's because it needs to be, I don't know. That texture needs to be fixed too. That's really odd. Anyways, let's turn around here. Let's go check on our BGA while we're over here. I think, at least it should be fully fermented by now. Looks like it is. Excellent. And that means we can start using the BGA extension, which should be kind of interesting. I guess we could start that this episode too. Now, where do we store these potatoes? I guess we could sell them straight to the restaurant. Yeah, let's just do that. Saves us driving all over the map. Anyways, Drailer says, if you have the problem with half the field maturing, he says turn down the maturation period, or the maturing period of the plant, and apparently it'll work better. So I think he's talking about plant growth, that right there, and fast. Let's go through the BGA here. What we can do is we can buy the BGA, now as well. Let's just check here. Increase plant size. So it costs $240,000 to start up this BGA with this. That's of course the reason why it costs money to start that up is because it's with the BGA extension, if you're wondering. That's the reason why it costs money to start the BGA up. And it's not because of that's the way the game is. What else do we got here in the comments? Actually, it's funny. A little side story here before I forget about it. My in-laws, the way they unload the potatoes from their harvesters, they don't use a trailer like this. They actually unload it directly into apple bins, which is kind of cool. Nice. That's good. Making the big bucks now. Not really. Yeah, they unload their potatoes straight into an apple bin. So the way it works for them is because they have... I don't know if we have anything that even looks like an apple bin. Even in mods, I don't think. No. Also, this is out now. No, don't have anything that even looks like an apple bin. Anyways, apple bin's basically just it's like a 4x4 box that's used for apples. That's really all it boils down to. Anyways, that's how they unload their potatoes, but they do it on like a... They would use something like... Where was it? It was in baling technology, I guess. They use something like this, like a flat trailer like that, and then what they do is they put... what they will do is they'll put the apple bins on top of that, and then they'll fill up each of the apple bins individually. That's how they tend to do it, at least, which is kind of cool. It's pretty fun to watch, actually. They don't have a big, huge harvester like this, because that's just way too much money. Those things are like $400,000, $500,000. And you need a crazy amount of acreage in order to justify one of these things. A lot of people, what they do is they'll have a Grimmy like this, and they'll have a windrower. So you know how you have not tethers, Iain, windrowers. There we go. It's basically does the same thing as this, but it does it with potatoes. So it'll take like 4 rows and put it into this row. So when this harvester comes by, it'll be able to pick up all those potatoes all at once. Those things are pretty crazy. Some people talking about how that if you need to have an attacher joint, you can get this thing right here to attach other trailers to it. So there we go, we do have that now, which is good. Chris says he likes the new tractor. Most of the mods he's seen so far haven't been crazy good, and he likes how it's able to pull up the baler up the hill. So in episode 7 we picked up this, not this one, the T8 without the tracks on it, and we picked up that one, and that's what he was talking about in that particular comment. Cummins Outlaw says that he doesn't like how the tractor doesn't work very well with the hitch. So let me just show you how the problem I ran into. So this little hitch right here, if I didn't have it, it wouldn't actually connect to this trailer. So I have to have that little gray ugly thing there for this to actually attach, which is kind of strange, but it's the way it works. So there are ways around it right now, and I'm surprised like Giants actually include something like that. It just seems a bit strange, but can't control everything that Giants does, I suppose. You know what? Actually, we can't buy that thing either. Ooh, that sucks. flour mill. Where's my man truck here? I think we can. I think it's wheat we might need to the flour mill, or barley. Let's just check. The reason why I'm looking to do this is because then we can get into the VGA extension. I can mess around with that, show you guys that a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen that yet. If they don't watch Farmer Beavis or Caravera 76, they probably have not seen the VGA extension. So let's just see. Wheat to the flour mill. Okay. We do have some wheat. Excellent. I don't know how much wheat it was, but we're going to see in a second. Alright, Texas Long Haul says, on the FarmSim website, main website, there's an attacher that allows you to attach to things. That's that gray ugly thing. That thing right there that's sitting in the yard, that is, that's the thing he was referring to, and it allows you to attach to different objects that you wouldn't normally be allowed to attach to. Also, this thing has a cool little cover, which I like. Alright. There you go. Ooh, even that gets dirty? I didn't know that. That looks really ugly now. As you can see, this is this trailer, I picked it up, I think off camera, because I just got tired of taking a little bit amount. But one of the things you have to realize is that this trailer is rather tippy. If you look at the turns, see how it tips back and forth? So if I want to be safe, I would need to take a turn like maybe at 15 kilometers an hour. Which is pretty slow if you ask me, but that's one of the ways you can get around it. It's taking the turns really, really slow. The one thing that's nice about this particular trailer is it allows us to unload 100,000 liters, or tons sometimes, in 2 loads, which is nice because a lot of, well, there are some great demand missions that we have right now that require 100 tons. So, Mr. Species 7, who's also another Canadian, go Canada, he was asking about my upload speeds and how long it takes me to upload stuff. For me, it takes me a while because I have a pretty slow upload speed, mainly because I have not upgraded my internet to a faster speed. I think I mentioned that story a while back with the modem and all that jazz. A couple people asking when this will be out for Xbox 360. As far as I know, it'll be 2015. Not sure when in 2015, but sometimes. Nick says, another great episode. Please keep them coming. So there's $140,000 for that mission. So it just gives you an idea of how much money you can make from missions. I'm spending it as fast as I'm getting it, so I don't mind it that much. But as you can see, this trailer becomes a lot less tippy when there's nothing in it, which makes sense. This is definitely a more European-style trailer because it's really high. A lot of the trailers we see here in America, I think, are a bit wider and not as tall because we have the space, I suppose. Because with this, it'll allow you to get through some of the narrow roads, I suppose, but you don't have all that here in Canada, at least. There are some narrow roads, but not many. As you can see, there's some canola already, it looks like. I think. I don't know. Alright, what else do we got here? Dylan says I should get an auger cart. So this is because this is so far away. This is from episode 7. I already have the auger cart. I have the horse auger cart. Or overloader, as I would call it, I suppose. I can't wait to see some more overloaders coming out. I don't know if Satis is going to convert his trailer. What do we need? We need the... where is it here? I think it's this guy right here. I don't know if Satis is going to change over his Perard, it's called, or Perard if it's French. I'm not sure if he's going to bring it over to FS15. No talks about that yet. So, Marpo Claus says he needs this game. Well, go ahead and buy it then. I don't know what to say to that. A lot of people, I've actually had quite a few people saying they can't get the game because of money issues, for example, or what else might it be? Money issues, or what was the thing I seen? Computer can't handle the game. I know for a fact that I believe S1E24, so that's part of the Tebi broadcasting group, they are doing a 24-hour live stream again this year, and they are actually going to be giving away some copies of Farming Simulator 15. So if you don't have a copy, that's potentially a way you could get a copy of the game. So keep that in mind if you are looking to get the game for free. That might be a way to do it. Let's see if it unloads this time, because it's at 80%, so it should be primed for loading, I suspect, but I guess not. Now it's full. Okay, so why aren't you unloading now? That's strange. I wonder why it's doing that. Why is the hard worker not unloading this? Do I honestly have to get into the tractor and hit O every single time? Yeah, so I guess you have to. Because I guess it's a manual trigger to start unloading. That's strange. It's funny. The trailer starts filling up before the particles actually start showing up. That's comical. Jeez. Maybe that's something they're going to fix in the patch, I don't know. Let's make sure we spread these potatoes out in that trailer. Jeez. Don't want to have it all in one spot. There we go. Perfect. Guess we missed a couple potatoes there. Yeah, that's strange that you have to do it that way. I wonder why. Ooh, 95%. So when that thing's full, it's basically a full trailer load of this. That's crazy. This thing does look nice. They did a good job on this. I'm really pleased with the base equipment so far. Like, I haven't seen any. The most of the mods I've seen have been ports from 2013, and they just don't have the same level of polish, which is a bit unfortunate. So it'll be interesting to see what some of the big modding groups do for the game. So I'm curious. I know OAB is working on some conversions from 2013. David Oldfield, for example, is converting his weight over. For all I know, it might be ready by the time this video goes live. Oh, the little levers don't move. That sucks. Because it looks like he would actually need to do that. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You need, because that would, if you move that lever, it would actually lock the side in place, from what it seems at least. Liam says the manual ignition mod is out. At the time of recording this, it kind of is out. I know some people had some errors with it. Sorry, I just grabbed me a drink there. Some people have had some errors with it, so it'll be interesting. Apparently we were sliding a little bit there. Alright, so let's leave this guy here, and we should have enough money for a front loader now, or a wheel loader, so let's buy a wheel loader, and let's buy the bucket. I'm not going to do any logging, but I want to... There we go. And the reason why I want to get this is because for the BGA mod extension, so this will allow us to... second there I thought I wasn't going to attach, so I was like, really? Come on now. For the BGA extension, great demand for wheat. Do we have any wheat? I don't know how much we have. 72,000 liters of wheat. Now the cool thing about that MDH, or that MD contracting mod I showed you guys about a while ago, so if there's a great demand to a certain place, it'll actually sell, it'll automatically, whoa, this thing has a little bit too much slide. It'll automatically sell to where the great demand is, which is really cool. I don't know how much this thing actually holds. I wonder. I mean the bucket on the front. Because we do have some manure, we can take that over to the BGA as well. It's not too far from each other, BGA and the cows. That's probably, they probably did it on purpose, I would suspect, at least. Now I was talking to Farmer Beavis, who did a little showcase on the BGA extension mod, and he said I may not have enough materials, and we're gonna find out. I'm kind of curious. Someone says I can get Drayton Farm on mods 2015. It's entirely possible. I don't want to play on Drayton Farm personally, but that's just me. I know there is a... yeah, it's called Drayton Farm. I forgot that the new one is called Drayton Farm as well, even though it's not exactly the original. Alright, so the way this BGA extension works... Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll wait till the next episode before we do all this. And we'll dedicate part of an episode to this, because we're kind of getting a little long in the tooth here. In this episode. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll dedicate the next episode to it. So I'll let this guy continue on his way. He's doing a good job so far. He's got maybe halfway down the field, and we have... I guess we've had 40,000 liters worth of potatoes so far. We've unloaded him twice, roughly, so... We'll see how it goes. Anyways, I think I'll stop it there, and we'll come back next episode with the BGA extension mod and have a little bit of fun with that. Alright folks, my name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Westbridge Hills. Catch you guys later.